Hello, mathematicians. This is Mrs. Hamer here with your 8-10 lesson on transformations. Today our goal is going to be that we will use translations, also known as a slide, reflections, also known as a flip, and rotations, also known as a turn, to transform geometric shapes. Now here's a quick picture. I'd take time to pause the video and look at these three things. Reflection, rotation, or about a point, and translation is just sliding them around. Anyways, let's get started. Hopefully this will be a nice and short video today. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so this is where your notes would come in. We need to make sure we underline our key words. A translation is the movement of a figure along a straight line. Also note, you only change the location of the figure. So it could go up, down, diagonally. You're just changing it. You're not changing the size or the shape or anything about the figure. You're just moving it around. Also, you can go up and down. Does not just have to be left to right for a translation. All right, and then we have a rotation is a movement of a figure around a point. Here's our point right here. So if we took our truck and we rotated it to the left 90 degrees, we would be able to have this rotation here. A point of rotation can be on or outside of a figure. So I could do T here and say my point of rotation is here, and then I would do my T like this. Or I could even rotate it, someplace on the figure could be your point of rotation. Does not have to be like this one where it's off of the figure. When a figure flips over a line creating a mirror image, it is called a reflection. And if you think of your reflection in the mirror, it does kind of a flip when you're looking at it. And then this line here, we have a line here, we have a line here. Those are called the line of reflection. So you can see the image does flip because it's just like when you look in a mirror, your image flips, and in a reflection it also flips. All right, so let's look at some pictures, some examples. We have to say whether each is a translation, rotation, or reflection. So now this one we can see our point. We can see that the bike rotated. So this is a rotation. Here we can see the bike flipped over a line of reflection. So this is called a reflection. And here we have just a diagonal slide. And remember, slides are also called translation. A translation is what that's called. So that's all we have right there for this slide. Let's go to the next one. So just to give you a little reminder, if we were to rotate something all the way around back to its original state, it'd be a full turn or 360 degrees. You can see by the red line. Then we'd have a 90-degree rotation, which would just be like a 90-degree angle, or a 180-degree rotation, which would be like a straight line. So we could call a 90-degree angle a fourth turn, 1/4 turn. Or we could call an 180-degree rotation a 1/2 turn. Now this is going to become important because you might have, like, let's use my T example again. You might have a rotation like this. So then they would want you to say a 180-degree rotation. We have to start getting a little bit more specific. Because, when we started back in second grade, it was called slide, flip, turn. Then we started introducing translation, rotation, and reflection. And now we're going to start talking about, well, how many degrees did it rotate, and that sort of thing. So, and you're going to have to draw that. So let's look at the next slide here. and we'll see you tomorrow to work on your assignment. Have a great night.